Alright, Slycem here, going to do a beginner's video to Marvel's Contest of Champions. Going to go over a couple of the key things here that you're going to see inside the game and what new players can expect to find as they go through the game. Obviously my screen's a little bit different than what you're going to see as a new player, as I do have a lot of things unlocked that you're not going to have access to at the very beginning of the game. With that being said, let's take a look at a couple of the key features and what there is to look forward to. First off, this is your home page. As you can tell, it's already clicked. These other bars are going to represent the different parts of the home menu that you can go to, whether it's fighting, your alliance, your crystals, and so on and so forth. One of the questions some of my friends have been asking about that just started playing is the deal you see over here, the featured champions. That is simply a deal to show you who's available, what they're in, and where they're available. So for example, you click on that little eye there, and as you can see, it takes us to Howard the Duck. This goes to show us where he can go as far as level-wise, where he starts, where he ends. Signature ability, as you can see, is not unlocked. This becomes unlocked by duplicating that character. So once you have him, got to get him again, and that's going to open him up for you to be able to maximize his potential. A lot of your characters are going to need that extra awakened ability to really be useful later on in the game. Some of them, it's not as big of a deal, but for some, it's a world of difference. So here with Howard, as you can also tell, those golden stars up on the far left, they show that he has not been duped or duplicated yet. Basically, once he becomes duplicated, they become a silver star. Also on that side, you'll notice that there is the synergy bonuses. So here's a look at my champs. As you can tell, it's easy to see when a champion has been duplicated. Archangel, Iceman, Ghost Rider, Psylocke, all of them silver stars. Hyperion, obviously with the gold star, shows he has not been duplicated yet. Back to the main screen, I want to go take another quick look at a couple of things. One of the things that you're going to need to know about is crystals. Crystals come into play in how you get champions and how you get the items you need to continue advancing through the game. So this is a massive part of the game for us. So one of the big things we want to take a look at is what's available in different types of crystals. So as you can see here, you have a free crystal. This crystal comes up every 4 hours. So if you really wanted to maximize what you could get out of it, every 4 hours you'd be clicking it, opening it, or you can save and open them in bundles. But for the sake of purposes here, you can see that I just got mine shortly before doing this video. So it's got a wide range of just typical stuff that you're going to need, your consumables, which is your revived pots, your healing potions, energy gain, along with gold. So here you go. You click it, you put it on. You can spin it, or you can just hit open and it'll automatically open it. According to Kabam, there is no difference in odds whether you spin it or just hit the open. We're spinning this one, and it looks like we're going to end up with gold. There it is. Gold's very useful early in the game, as it does allow you to start leveling your champions. That becomes massive. The faster you can get them leveled up, the easier it is to clear a little bit harder content. So from there, we can go back to the home screen real quick. You can click that little crystal there where it's gold and green, takes you right back to your crystal, shows you what's available. The other crystal that's available to you every day, at least once a day, is the daily crystal. As it says, daily. Once every 24 hours, you can grab that crystal and pop it open. It does have some 3-star champions, though they are very rare to pull. I think I've only pulled 1 3-star from it the entire time that I've been cracking these crystals open. But it does have a lot of 2-stars, and it's a great way to kind of get your roster built up without having to worry about spending any units or going above and beyond to put a good roster together. So it's a great way to get some easy components to your team. Alright, so don't forget, once a day, check in, grab this crystal, crack it open, and see what you get, because it is worth it. You never know what you're going to get, and it can very easily lead to something very nice. Now, anytime you duplicate a 2-star hero, you start collecting shards. And as you can see here, shard crystals are exactly what they sound to be. They're crystals that are composed of shards that's been collected over time. 2-star duplicated heroes give you 3-star shards, and 3-star heroes that are duplicated give you 4-star shards. The premium hero crystals, these you get through different events, quests, and different little side missions throughout the game that you'll notice, and I'll be going on later on in another video, that award them as rewards. As you can see here, I've got enough to open 2 of these right now, and that's something we'll be looking at popping open and seeing what we can do with. typically you're going to get a 2-star. It can pull a 4-star. I've had a couple of Alliance members get lucky and pull some really nice 4-star champions here lately. So you never know. It's always worth cracking because you never know what you're going to get. So as you can see here, as we go through these heroes, you can see where I've collected a large amount of heroes, and because of duplication, I've been able to amass a more diverse group. As the 4-stars duplicate, you get 5-star, as I said earlier, so on and so forth. And here you can see all the way down to 3-star. The idea is you never want to sell them. The idea is to hang on to your champions, because as you duplicate them, you start collecting those shards, which is going to allow you to gain the 4-stars and the 3-stars that you need to continue to progress through the game. Not to mention, once a champion reaches signature level 99 on its ability, you can also possibly get an immortal Iron Fist. Pretty neat character. So quickly, just to give you a quick review of the differences of 2-star and 4-stars, here's a 2-star X23. As you can tell over on the left, there's your synergy bonuses. With her, you have 2 major synergies, or 2 characters you can synergy with, and that's Wolverine and Old Man Logan. As you can tell, it's a family bonus. You get 4% health increase. So it's not a game changer, but early on in the game, it's a great way to put the scale in your favor and to tip it your way. You'll also notice that it shows you her special attacks. You can read up on them. And again, there's the 2 characters that you can put together that's going to allow her to boost herself and the champions that she's with. On the right hand side, you do have her signature ability and the other abilities that she has. So for example, X23's signature ability, you're looking at Frenzy. This is a way to stack up your crit and critical damage. For X23, it's nice, but it's not a necessity. She's still going to regenerate. She's still going to cause bleed. And as you read down, it shows what else she's doing. When attacked, all of her attacks, the crits, and then goes on to even explain what some of her specials are going to do and what happens when you use a heavy attack and so on and so forth. So it's a great way to see what the hero is about and how you're going to have to kind of tailor your gameplay to match what that character is able to do. For some of them, it's important that you use heavy hits. Some of it's important that you block. So all those things come into effect when you're playing your champion. So as you start getting new champions, I advise you either to look them up or take the time to pop into their info system and take a look. To give you a difference though between 2-star and 4-star, here's a 2-star witch. She's duplicated, or duped as we like to call it. As you can see, Veil of Fortune, it's level 41. Every time she hits a critical, she's got a % chance, I believe it's 71% here, to cause an effect. For Scarlet Witch, there's 8 different effects that she can cause, things such as regeneration, a defense buff, power lock, power drain. So there's a wide range of things that can happen. So what you want to do with that is know that, put it to effect, and if you can build a crit team around her, great. As you can see, her synergy bonuses right here. She only has one group of synergy players. That's Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. They're friends, so they're going to gain that armor bonus. Now here, if we take a look at her in a 4-star setting, let me get up to her here real quick. There she is in the 3. Here's 4. So I've got her 4-star. She's ranked 5. She's maxed out. Now her signature isn't, but it's a level 72, so much higher than the 2-star. As you can see, first thing first, synergy bonuses. We had the same synergy as before, but now we've picked up the crit, the romance, and the teammates. So that's going to give her a couple different ways to affect your team by putting her on there. Now let's take a look at that signature ability, and what this is going to show is show you the differences between what it has to offer. As you can see, the signature ability reads exactly the same. The only difference is because it's level 72, the percent is much higher. So that means every time there's a crit, whether the opponent hits it or you hit it, you have a shot of making that activate. Alright? So again, guys, this is just a great basic understanding of what you're looking at inside this game when it comes down to playing. There's a lot of features and there's a lot more stuff to go over, but at the end of the day, this is the basics. Knowing your champions, knowing to go through your crystals, make sure you're popping those every time you can, because that's going to give you a chance to build that solid base of potions and champions you're going to need to push through the early stages in the early quest and start really collecting a good roster of 3-star champions to start adding towards 4 stars. Remember, hang on to those 2 stars, hang on to the 3 stars, because that's how you're going to build up and get those crystal shards. Best of luck to all you new players. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for looking in. Feel free to subscribe. Always looking for ideas, so don't hesitate to let us know if you've got anything. With that being said, enjoy the game and best of luck.